We're back looking at the best headphones you can use with Microsoft Teams. Today we've got the ginormous Jabra Evolve2 headphones. This is another Microsoft Teams certified piece of kit, and as you can see, these beasts are full over-the-ear style headsets. And as usual, we've been using them for the last month or so. Now, Jabra state on the box that these are the best headset for concentration and collaboration. With 10 microphones and 37 hours of battery life, I could probably buy that. But still, it's quite ballsy to write that on the box. Anyway, today we're going to dive into the comfort, the controls, the battery levels, sound quality, and everything else you might want to know before you drop $400, about £290, on some of these. There'll be timecodes below if you want to skip around, so let's get into it. So, let's see what you get. Ooh, this is very nice. In here we've got a large carry case that contains all of our accessories. Inside we'll find the headphones, which are over here on the right hand side. And then on the left we've got our accessories. We've got our USB dongle, which is a Type A, and it's a 380. We've got a 3.5mm headphone cable. We've got the USB-C charging cable. And then we've also got one of these aeroplane adapters, I'm going to say, one of these dual sockets that you use on planes. No charging pack or wall pack that you would see for your wall outlets as usual, but yeah, pretty nice. Also in the box over here we've got the desktop charging cradle, which again is a nice USB-C, and over on the left hand side here we've got all of your getting started instructions, which is really nice. If you want them in the usual 19 other languages that Jabra do, then they'll give you an online link to go and find those. Nice and easy. So these are an over-the-ear style of headphones, and I have to say that despite the size of these things, they are very light. The build quality is beautiful. The headphones just nice and clearly lock into place, it's easy to adjust, and these ear cups are incredibly soft. Now, for people like me who are easily confused, there's also a really very clear L and R, so I know which way around to wear them. On each side, you'll find the microphone arrays, which are used to cut out the background noise, and they are super effective, and we'll talk about that a little bit later on. Over here is the main microphone, which locks away really nicely into place when you're not using it, and rotates around when you want to make a call. Simple. Another thing that you'll see here is for more noise cancelling, there's actually a microphone on the outside of the boom arm, as well as the regular microphone on the inside of the boom arm. So really, really important for cutting out all that background noise. The overall finish is a nice matte black affair with some very prominent controls, which again are dead easy to find when you're wearing them. And again, I really just can't stress how light this thing is given the size of them. When it comes to controls, all the controls are contained on the two ear cups. So on the right hand side as you're wearing it, you have two combo buttons here. You've got the volume up and play pause buttons. Volume up and down, you've got answer and reject calls. The center button is play pause. On the right hand side here, you've got your main Teams button. Again, you can use that to answer or end calls, or for some reason you can use it to pop open the Teams app. Not really sure what that's for. There's also a busy light embedded into the outside ring here, and that's helpful so that people can see if you're on Teams call. As you come around to the front of the unit, here's that boom arm that slides out and into place. There's a mute button on the outside of the boom arm. You can also mute just by popping it back up. So if you're mid-call, you can pop it back into place to go onto mute, and then bring it back down and turn it around when you want to speak. Moving across to the left ear cup as you use them, a lot less controls over here. You've got your ANC and hear through combo button. So ANC can be toggled on and off, or you can turn hear through on. Hear through uses these external microphone arrays to let you hear what's happening around you, and then passes that sound through to the headset. Here you've got a really nice and clear on-off switch, and also a very simple press and hold to slide it into Bluetooth pairing mode. Moving around still, we've got the USB-C charging port, and then the 3.5mm headphone jack for when you're on a plane, or maybe you just want to play some Nintendo Switch. There's another busy light embedded into the side here. And do you know what, as is normal with the Jabra kit that we've been looking at, these buttons are really pronounced. You get a very definite feel that you've clicked something and you can expect something to happen. So that's really nice, really great build quality. When it comes to comfort, I mean, these are 286 grams, just about 10 ounces. And I know I keep banging on about it, but these things are really light given how big they are. The ear cups are the perfect size for putting around my ears without putting any pressure actually on my ears or even onto the side of my head. There's a really good firm fit when they're on, but without any pressure. There's a really nice soft headband up here at the top, so you know it's not going to mess my hairstyle up. And unlike the earbud style Jabras that we've reviewed previously, these over-the-ear models are ridiculously comfortable. I've worn these for days and days, and you just don't get tired of them. There's no feeling of relief when you take them off, you don't overheat in them. They're just awesome, really. These headphones have a whopping 37-hour battery pack. 37 hours! Now, that's got to be thanks to the large size of these. This is clearly an opportunity for a larger battery pack than you're going to find in most earbud type devices. A 15-minute charge is enough to give you 4 hours of battery life. And not surprisingly, in the last month, I have never run out of charge. Not with these things. Part of that is because of this massive shape and battery pack, but the other part is actually the desktop stand. When I'm not wearing these, they just sit on the stand and recharge themselves. So they're always ready to go. When it comes to setting these things up, again, it's dead easy. You've got the Jabra Direct software on Windows and Mac OS, and the iOS Bluetooth pairing, again, is much simpler on these than in other earbuds that we've looked at. You'll get the Jabra Sound Plus app on mobile, but we'll talk about that in a minute. And on the desktop apps, you'll get regular prompts to update the firmware and software as they come out, so these things are always kept up to date, which is really cool. Now, as you'd expect, working with Teams is amazing. These devices have specifically been designed for Teams. They've even got a Teams button on the side. But seriously, they are comfortable for long calls and the sound quality is superb. The noise cancellation on these things is awesome. In fact, people have actually been a bit creeped out by just how good the sound quality is. The background noise is cut out so well that you could actually be in a recording booth. And that's thanks to these 10 microphones that we've got, listening to me, listening to the background noise, and then cutting it all out. And because these are over the ear, the physical noise blocking is fantastic. When I'm not on the call, I can hear, I can't really hear any background noise. And if I'm on a call or listening to music, I can't hear a thing. Absolutely no distractions whatsoever. Although, I do have to say, I feel a little bit like Cammy on the side of the pitch with these things on. They're ginormous, and I feel compelled to apologise to people when I join any call. They possibly feel just a bit too big, and I feel very self-conscious about wearing them on video calls. Once again, it's really simple to use these headphones with multiple Bluetooth devices, so you can have them paired to your laptop and to your mobile. The Jabra Direct software helps here as well, and lets you decide which device takes priority if you get 2 calls coming in at the same time. And these things are just massively better at sound quality than any of the other Jabra kit that we've looked at so far. You can tell that without size holding them back, Jabra have put a real focus on the audio and the microphone quality into these headphones. Being literally designed for Teams, they're fantastic for meeting and calling, and the software also lets you adjust the amount of side tone, in other words, the amount of your own voice that you can hear inside the headphones, which is great with over-the-ear headphones because it avoids that weird feeling that you get sometimes, like you feel like you're talking in a fish tank or something. Listening to music and podcasts is a dream on these things. Really nice controls, great noise quality, fantastic noise cancellation. You really couldn't ask for any more. There's a great mobile app called Jabra Sound Plus, which lets you adjust the equalizer too. It's really nice with some simple presets that give you bass boost or treble boost, and it's dead easy to flip between those profiles. On the desktop app, you can manually adjust the sliders, but there are no profiles there. Well, you just can't beat these things for noise cancelling. You've got the physical noise blocking, which is great because they're over the ear, and then you have automatic noise cancellation, ANC. With 10 microphones, the headphones are amazing at just cutting out background noise. And with ANC active, there is that slight pressure that you get on your ears, but nothing that stopped me from wearing these things for hours and hours on end. Using the button on the left-hand ear cup, you can toggle between active noise cancellation on, hear through, and ANC off. Although ANC is off during hear through as well. You can't have both of those on at the same time. Again, the hear-through feature is really useful there, letting you hear more of what's going on around you, and you get some really nice voice prompts that kind of tell you which mode that you're in. So, really great experience. We've actually had people on calls wonder if we're in some kind of recording studio. The microphone quality and the noise cancelling on calls is like nothing we've ever used before. It genuinely is amazing. Those 10 microphones are put to use really well by the technology in these headphones. And it just makes it sound great for you, and it makes it sound great for the people on the other end of your calls. Now, I only have one issue with these headphones, and that's the size. But honestly, that's probably just a personal preference. Don't get me wrong, these are no bigger than a set of Bose Quiet Comforts or maybe some Apple Air Maxes. So it's not like they're outlandishly big for headphones, they're just bigger than I would prefer for video calls. But I can't let that distract me from the absolutely epic comfort and sound quality that these things offer. So, if bigger headphones are your style, you definitely can't go wrong with these. They're available today for around $410 US, it's about £290, and there's a link to those below. Definitely go and get some of these. And that's it. If you enjoyed this video, maybe check out the reviews of our other Jabra headsets that we did earlier. But in any case, we will see you next time.